Kilimanjaro is a mountain that throughout history has captured the hearts and minds of people from all over the world. At 5,895 meters, it's the world's tallest freestanding mountain and the tallest point in the entirety of Africa. Rising up from the African savannah to a height where oxygen is less than 50% of that at sea level. The roof of Africa is not a place humans are meant to be, and despite over 35,000 people attempting to set foot on the peak each year, only 40% are successful. This is our attempt to achieve a lifetime goal of reaching a place that so many have never set foot. A chance to cut ourselves off from the outside world, to push our bodies both mentally and physically, and, just for a brief moment, to be able to say we are the highest people on the entire continent. And on that note, let the journey begin. We just arrived at Lemosho Gate and we're about to start. Our bags are being weighed and we're about to have a quick lunch before we start off. And for the next 7 days, the only way is up. We're doing the Lemosho Route. So let's have a quick lunch and head out, I guess. I guess it's time. Over the next 8 days, our lovely group of 5 are attempting the Lemosho Route. There are actually over 7 routes to choose from, but we chose Lemosho, as it's one of the most scenic and varied routes to achieve our shared dream of summiting Kili. Alongside the 5 of us, there are actually 26 crew members, from our guides to our porters, a chef, and even a waiter. We'll introduce you to everyone a little later in the video, but right now, it's go time.
Day 1!
Yes.
Let's go! Hold on, before we start climbing up, we've just found out that over 80% of you watching our videos aren't subscribed. Please subscribe to our channel because it would really help us make it to the top of this mountain, and like this video to protect yourself. We've heard that if you don't, you might be getting altitude sickness for no reason whatsoever. We're just looking out for you.
So one of the things that's fascinated me about Kili in general for a long time is that the mountain itself goes through 5 different climatic zones. It starts down in the savannah, and then goes up into the rainforest zone where we are now, then to a moorland, an Arctic desert, and then up to the Arctic glacial climate up near the summit. So during this time, we're going to be passing from late 20s in Celsius down to minus 20. What an incredible mountain. And what an incredible experience. Be careful.
Wait for the Arctic zone.
Summit night will come soon enough.
Be careful.
You too.
Guys.
Cool, mate?
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, despite the beautiful weather we have today, don't be fooled. We're actually attempting this climb at the beginning of rainy season, meaning we could receive heavy rain or snow at any point, and our chances of potentially summiting are even less than usual. But on the flip side, we are one of the only groups on the mountain making this experience even more special.
Why is it green? Don't worry about that. Cut it out in post.
So far, so good?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Camp 1.
Well done, team. Good job.
Good job.
Good job, guys. Day 1 done.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Well done, mate.
Well done, team.
Jumbo.
Jumbo. Good, how are you?
How are you?
Good job.
Thank you.
Welcome, take care.
How was it?
Good. Difficult in places, but overall really good. So we're currently at 2,600 meters and we're still in the rainforest zone, and we're going to stay here in Camp 1 tonight, and then tomorrow it's a hike out of the rainforest zone onto the moorland up towards Camp 2. But for now, day 1 is done. Let's relax, get some food, let's chill out.
So, this is where we started, and this is where we now.
We're here, yeah, 2,700.
Oh,
Big tree.
big tree. Okay.
And tomorrow up to Shira 1.
Yeah.
3,600.
bloody hell. Everyone kept saying, from what we've watched and seen, that the day 1 is really easy, and everyone kept saying that. It wasn't that hard, but at points it was super steep. And I think I didn't expect that because everyone was saying that it's so easy. That was a surprise.
I think it's because of the length of the day, right? We've only hiked for 3 hours today, so potentially that's why. But yeah, it was difficult.
But I enjoyed it.
Proud of you.
But
Day 1 of 8. Only 7 more to go. We're over halfway.
Don't say that. Just in case. Do not say that.
it's much easier to walk up the hill even when it's steep. When you walk slow, it's so much easier.
Pole pole. That's what they keep saying.
It'll be so cozy in here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be camping on the mountain.
7 more nights, 8 nights.
How did you sleep?
Sorry. How did you sleep? Good. Good.
So now we're up. It's about 5:30 and we're going to brush our teeth and then have breakfast and head out. I think we're going to head out about 7. Start walking.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Mountaineers.
Oh, no, right?
Yes.
We know what we're doing.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. So today we're going from 2.6 up to 3.6. And it's about 6 hours, Florence, right?
Yes. 5. If it can be even 5. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Very easy. Stay positive. All the
PMA.
way up. One step at a time.
The plan today is to head out of the rainforest zone and into the moorland and eventually up to Camp 2. It's going to be one of the longest days of the entire climb, hiking over 10 kilometers uphill to Shira 1 camp. So while we have the time and we're enjoying this stunning scenery, we wanted to quickly mention about the company we chose for this incredible trip, Follow Alice. After months of research, in our humble opinion, Follow Alice are the absolute best company to use in your attempt to summit Mount Kilimanjaro. From the service and information we received prior to the climb, to the incredibly experienced guides, amazing porters, who by the way always overtake us en route to the next camp and have it set up on our arrival, to the chefs making freshly cooked food for every single one of us each day on the mountain, choosing Follow Alice gives us the absolute best chance of making it to the roof of Africa. And most importantly for us, they're a trustworthy and KPAP certified company, which means all the porters and support staff receive fair wages and shares of the tips, something that unfortunately can't be said for all the companies operating on Kili. We're proud to share Follow Alice with you and actually offer a discount. If you head to the link in the description and enter the code M&J150 at checkout, you can get $150 off your next adventure with Follow Alice.
Hakuna Matata, PMA.
PMA. How are you feeling?
Alexi, jambo.
Poa, vipi?
So we're at 3,400 meters right now. The camp's at 3.6, so not long to go, about an hour and a half. And in the space of the last 4 hours, we've gone from 2.6 to 3.4, so around 800 meters of elevation gain. And it's noticeably harder to breathe up here, so the pace has got a little bit slower. A few of our group have sort of said they're starting to feel maybe slight effects of the altitude, maybe a little bit of dizziness and stuff, but so far so good. And only an hour and a half to camp 2, which is Shira Camp 1, and we're going to spend the afternoon there and chill out. Also, we're way above the cloud bank now. Like the clouds, as we were walking uphill, they swept in from behind us and yeah, just engulfed the mountain. It was absolutely incredible. Such a difference to this morning where it was sunny. We were down in the rainforest still and we got to appreciate the beautiful colours, the sun gleaming through the green trees. And yeah, now it's just this moody landscape. It's completely changed. Now we're up in the moorland. It's just every turn, every hour, there's something different, and it's so beautiful. How are we doing? Good? Hakuna Matata?
Yes.
Yes.
The camp is around the corner, so no problem.
Almost there.
Yeah,
It's
getting
easy
close.
peasy walk now.
It's getting close and close.
I can smell it.
Yes,
I can smell lunch.
You can smell and even the soup.
Oh, and it smells good.
Oh, soup sounds so good right now. Really looking
Just what
forward
we
to it.
need.
Hit the spot.
Guys, you're amazing. You're doing great. More than 100%.
Thank you so much.
Really, really, really. And remember that today is one of the hardest day
Yep.
before the summit day.
Feels good to hear that.
Yeah. Today is one of the hardest day and it's done. Well done. Very
Oh,
good.
that is
Asante
good to
sana.
Yeah, yeah. So tomorrow again, flat, steep a little bit. The day after, lava tower, steep a little bit, and then descending down to 3,900 meters. So the hardest day done.
Yeah.
Well done and congratulations. Stay positive and we'll be together until the end of 8 days.
We're gonna do it.
Hakuna Matata.
6 more days up there somewhere, shrouded in cloud. Good job.
Well done, guys. Congratulations.
Good job.
Well done. Home sweet home again.
Thank you.
Home sweet home.
Good job. Asante sana.
How was it? Hakuna Matata. Day 2.
So a little while ago we made it to Shira 1 camp, which is just behind us here, after a tough slog, to be honest, today, from 2,600 up to 3,600 meters. And yeah, last night Julia had a little bit of a wobble with the altitude down at camp 1. And yeah, since we've got here, to be honest, I had a little wobble earlier. I had a light headache start coming on, but I took a paracetamol and had a little nap, and now I'm feeling a little bit better. The headache seems to have subsided. And one thing we didn't say about the camps, when we get to each one, the camp itself is already set up. And that is the incredible thing about these expeditions through Kilimanjaro. There's 5 of us on the tour climbing, and there's 26 staff members alongside us, which is just mind-blowing. There's the head guide, the 2 assistant guides, a bunch of incredible porters that take our duffel bags up. We take our day packs and they take our duffel bags to each camp. There's a chef, there's an assistant chef, a waiter. It's just absolutely incredible. We've all been saying we're only on day 2, but the level of service is just mind-blowing, to be honest. And these guys, honestly, everyone says it, but they are the real heroes climbing Kilimanjaro, because the weight that they carry is just unreal, and the pace that they go as well. So as we were slogging it up today with our day packs, these guys were passing us on the mountain. I mean, by the time we get to camp, everything's set up, the food's already on the go. Like, we had a fantastic lunch when we got here. It's just, yeah, so incredible. And the effort that these guys put in to make our trip as comfortable as possible is just like nothing we could have imagined. It's absolutely insane. And I think a little bit later, if the weather holds, by the way, we're climbing in what sort of rainy season. We're just about to start the rainy season, which is good and bad. The weather's very changeable, but there's no one else here. Maybe in the peak season, this camp would have been full of another few tours at least. But yeah, we're completely on our own, which is incredible. But yeah, later, if the weather holds, we'll meet some of the crew and introduce you to a few of them. Also, by the way, from Shira 1, we should get our first view of Kili, which is here behind this cloud bank. Hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be able to show you the mountain. But yeah, at the moment it's shrouded in cloud, still being mysterious. But sometime in the next 5 or 6 days we will be up there on Uhuru Peak, hopefully looking out over Africa. Despite the clouds hanging very low, the weather seems to be holding. So on that note, let's go and meet the crew that we're going to be climbing with.
My name is Florence, from Tanzania.
Nice to meet you, Florence.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you again, guys, for coming. I'm with the 2 guides here. You know Johnny already? Yeah. And again, we have Alex.
The Great.
The Great.
My name is Emmanuel.
Nice
you know him already?
Yes.
Yes, selling food, yeah? Yes. Very, very important person. The stomach engineer.
Yeah.
Abedi.
Abed?
Abedi.
Yes, it's your cook. And it's his responsibility to make sure that you will eat until the end of 8 days, and make sure you eat. So we'll be taking care of you until the end of 8 days. So please stay positive all the time. We are with the dream team here. So guys, just PMA. PMA. Thank you again for coming. Asante sana, and now is evening tea and cheki. Yes.
We'll introduce you properly to our fellow climbers tomorrow, but after meeting our crew, it's time to head to the mess tent for cheki. This is something we need to check daily on the mountain as we get higher and higher to keep track of our blood oxygen levels and any signs of haze. Actually, on that note, a couple of days before the climb, Julia and I started taking a tablet called Diamox, which can help to reduce the chances of getting altitude sickness and reduce the symptoms of it if you do get it. Not all of our group were taking it, and it doesn't guarantee anything, but it did give us a peace of mind.
How do you feel, guys, in general? Good?
Good.
No headache?
With cheki out the way, it was time to relax with the group. And as the sun went down, the skies cleared, and we were treated to one of the most beautiful night skies we've ever seen.
Day number 3. Here we come.
Na kama nisije kawaida natumia na kupigia kwamba kuna sehemu fulani na camp fulani. Wale wengine wanarusha wakaja chapo wakalendi chap.
One of my friends.
Anyoosha kwa mbali
I said let's go, Nelson.
Twende.
I know how far in advance you arrived before. Hello.
Jumbo! We just made it to Camp 4, and this is the first time we're above 4,000 meters. And it was quite a tough walk today. We covered 10 kilometers, which is not that much, but I think the altitude started to affect everyone. It's way harder to walk at the altitude, and we all starting to notice it a lot. I think we all struggled with that a little bit at a few points, and few of the guys said that they had headaches. They're coming on and off, and for some they just keep staying there. I feel a bit, I had a tiny little headache and then it went off. I feel more like lackadaisical, and I keep forgetting words, and I feel a bit spacey, I guess, a bit dozy. But Matt is actually not feeling good at all. It's progressed, especially over the last hour. Like, he stopped talking to everyone, and we finished all our water, every single one of us. We had 4 liters, every single one of us. You see, I'm forgetting how to speak. But Matt's headache, he said it was just pounding, and it was like really, really strong. So he's having a lie down right now. I'm gonna join him in a minute, and we're gonna have a little nap. I just really hope that it's going to go away. He had some painkillers as well. Obviously it's a side effect of the altitude sickness. We need to keep drinking a lot of water as well. Hopefully it will clear out after we have a little nap, and then wake up for dinner and see where we are. Oh. It was really sunny when we just started walking and it was beautiful, but the sun was really strong, and I think that didn't help any of us too, and I think that's part of the reason why we all had headaches and needed even extra water, because it was tough. I even got a bit of a, we're all quite pink. We were lathered in sun cream. That too. Now it's quite overcast. Oh, by the way, as promised, let's introduce you quickly to our team, the guys that we're hiking with. Let's start with this guy.
Hi, I'm Jared from Australia. Nice to meet you. I'm here on Kilimanjaro with these amazing people. Let's have a good time.
Hello, hello. My name is Bijan. I am accompanied by some lovely people on this trek in Kilimanjaro. I'm from California, USA, and I'm excited to summit Kili.
And tears. Oh, Houston is so mysterious.
Mysterious? Not intentionally. I'm Malan. I'm from Zambia, and there's nothing mysterious about me.
Oh,
Hello, how are you feeling?
amazing.
Amazing. That good.
Yeah, tablets and sleep. And yeah, I'm so ready for dinner.
That
I'm
sounds
feeling like a new man. I'm so good.
I'm ready to feel like a fat baby.
Start to take dinner. Yeah, always we start with soup.
Asparagus.
No.
Broccoli.
No.
No.
Not even close.
Sweet potato.
Mushroom. Oh.
Yeah, you got it.
You gotta respect the effort.
Okay, see you tonight.
See you later.
Utaonana.
Good luck.
Utaonana.
Banana.
See you.
See you.
Okay, follow Alex.
Morning, Gideon. How are you?
Good, and you?
Yeah, good.
I wish I had this yellow thing.
Follow Alex. Okay.
Follow, yeah.
Okay.
See you soon.
Alright guys, let's get it. Easy day, easy day. Yeah, mate.
There's the peak, and there's been a lot of snow. There's the peak.
You know, whenever I see shit like that, I'm like, we're not in Africa, we're not in Africa, we're not in Africa.
The rain will go away soon. It will be dry. Yeah.
So it's day 4 and we're currently at 4,400 meters. This morning we woke up to some bad news. Our lead guide Florence, who's been on this mountain, doing treks on this mountain for 18 years, had a really bad night last night and has had to call the trek short with suspected pneumonia. He's headed down to a lower camp where he's going to get picked up by a rescue vehicle and taken straight to hospital. There was a lot of wind and rain and snow last night. It was sleeting at one point. And yeah, I think this has been kind of humbling for all of us. You know, this mountain is not a walk in the park. If anyone's coming here thinking it's going to be easy, it is not easy. Even experienced climbers that are used to the altitude can get sick, can get altitude sickness. This mountain is the real deal, and I think now it's become very real for us, for all of us. The good thing about being with Follow Alice is the two assistant guides, John and Alexi, are taking over. You always have lots of guides with you. They're all very experienced, so they've taken over for the rest of the trek with the 5 of us. It's really hit home now how dangerous this place is, and the scale of the task ahead of us. As for me, I had a bit of a headache. As Julia said yesterday, it got really strong towards the end of the walk. I slept it off and it seemed to dissipate, and then last night it came back a little bit, and this morning it comes and goes, maybe a 2 out of 10, so I'm just sort of keeping track of it. The one saving grace is now the rain stopped, with this low-hanging cloud everywhere. The scenery is just incredible. There's like nothing else. We moved into an alpine desert landscape now, and yeah, just look at it. It's just incredible. And who's that sitting over there? How you feeling?
I haven't shed any layers. I don't anymore.
No.
Yet. Did you tell about Florence?
Yeah.
That really shook, I think, all of us. But I don't know why, I just felt really teary. And it's been raining the whole morning and the whole night. And in the morning it was still raining and getting heavier and heavier. And this is the first morning where I struggled. I kind of low-key wanted to ask, can I just stay here one day? But yeah, now we got going, it's way better. I wonder how many kilometers we've covered.
I think we've definitely...
Need to ask Jared. He's got the watch that tells you the altitude we are at and the distance that we covered. I'm still like losing trail of thought all the time, but what you don't want to say, Jesus. This is so nice.
The thing is, at this height, every single kilometre is difficult. Every single step is difficult, and it's
every
only
movement you lose your breath.
Yeah.
Anything you do, you're like. Oh, that's what I want to say. Yesterday, with Bejan, we did breathing exercise, and I don't know whether it's placebo, but I feel like it helped because it's quite difficult to breathe. But all the way through, you just need to concentrate on your breathing. This is the first time when, natural thing, we never think about it, but here you've got to think about breathing all the time. I noticed that I'm like looking around and staring at everything, appreciating the beauty, and I realize, breath, lost.
So, yeah. Last thing on that is we're hoping to see Florence after we've done this, and we really hope he's okay. He seemed really, really sad this morning to have to leave, and
I'm so sad. He's such
it was kind of emotional. These days are intense, right? We've only been going 4 days, but it feels like you're spending so much time with these people, and we're entrusting our safety with them, and they're entrusting us, So yeah, it was really, really sad to leave him, and I really hope he's okay.
I really hope he'll recover quickly and we'll be good. Alex, how are you?
Good.
Good?
Yes. All the way to the lava tower.
Almost there.
It ended up raining for the whole 7 or 8 hours of our climb. That day we ran up to Lava Tower at 4,600 meters to acclimatize, and then down to Barranco camp at 3,950 meters. Despite all wearing our waterproofs, we ended up getting soaked right through. At the beginning of the walk I tried to keep positive, but as we went on, it was more and more of a struggle. There was no way to dry our clothes, and I started worrying about having to give up and head back down because we'd run out of dry clothes, which we were told did happen on many occasions in the past. Also, there was a possibility of getting really ill, as it was chilly and the wind was blowing at us pretty strong, and we were walking in wet clothes. On top of that, near to Lava Tower, Matt started to really struggle with headaches, and the pain was starting to get unbearable.
That was a slog today. It feels like every day has a different challenge, and today was absolutely the wind and rain, and yeah, that was a tough slog. We are soaked through, like all of our clothes is soaked through. We're hoping it's going to dry before tomorrow, but it seems that the rainy season, the wet season has well and truly started now, and yeah, we're at the business end of this climb. 3 days to go. Get somewhere out there.
Watu walivaa mabegi naomba wakafunge mattress.
Who's wearing the jacket with the...
Yeah!
This is our day 5. We just got to the camp, had some lunch, had a nap, which is quite obvious, and we wanted to show you around the campsite to show you how everything is. I don't know if you can hear, it's absolutely hammering down, so I really hope that at some point we will able to catch it, but if not, we'll explain it, how everything is. So today was a little bit better in terms of the weather situation. It was raining for the first, I'd say, 2 hours maybe, yeah? Would you say?
Yeah.
First 2 hours. We didn't film anything because it was quite sketchy to film, because we basically left the camp and we went down the hill. I'm really like losing the ability to speak, ability to make sense, even more than usual. And then we crossed a little bridge and then we went up the hill and straight up the barranco wall. And it looks, actually from the side, it looks worse than it is. But it is still a bit of a scramble because it was raining and we were basically like climbing rocks. And a lot of the time we couldn't use our poles, obviously. We were just going by our hands and legs. A few points were quite sketchy, like the rocks were quite slippery and we have to grab onto them. And we were all just running out of breath really quick. I was trying all sorts of techniques as I was going, like breathing out when I stepped and breathing in, nothing worked. But we were just having a little breaks on the way to catch our breath. But we did this, and then afterwards we were basically climbing up and down to get to our camp. So we got there around 12. And yeah, just had lunch and we caught up with what I started saying. But basically, yeah, that's what we've been doing on the day 1. You know, like we got driven to the starting point, and then we hiked for about 3 to 4 hours. I did, I went to bed. And then day 2, 3 and 5, we woke up first 2 days at 5:30, have hot water, like tea or coffee, whoever's having what. And then we have a little wash.
It gets brought to us to the tent, doesn't it?
It gets brought to us to the tent. It's absolutely adorable. And then, like, get ready, you have a little wash, have breakfast, and then head out straight away. So we leave about 7, like 7:15. And then the last 2 days we've been waking up. It was so funny because our lead guide, he was being complete utter serious, and he was like, okay, so tomorrow I don't want to wake you up early. I want you to sleep in for a while. We're like, okay, so we'll listen, taking it in. We're gonna wake up at 6. Okay, because he still wanted to start early. And well, at the beginning it was to try and get to the camp as quick as we can to run ahead of the rain as well.
First 3 days we managed to do that. Anyway, last 2 days we've been waking up at 6 and then just having breakfast and heading out straight away. Yesterday we had packed lunch on the highest point before the base camp, and today we had lunch, and on the day 2 or 3 had lunch at the campsite. Hope it makes sense. So had lunch and then little naps, or sat in a tent like just chatting and playing cards. And we've been going to bed quite early, heading out to the tent about 8. But here we are on day 5. We're gonna wash our face and then head out. And we usually have every evening around dinner time we have a little briefing about the next day, what's gonna happen, what to expect, and the timings and whatnot. We're gonna have that and then have dinner, and I guess we're gonna go to bed quite early and try and get as much rest as we can, because they say that it's quite hard for majority of people to get some rest and to sleep at the altitude, because we head into the base camp. I'll tell you more about tomorrow later, but basically we're going to try and get as much rest as we can today.
So one last little update before we hopefully the rain dies down and we can show you around camp is we heard back about Florence, our previous lead guide, and it turns out he didn't have pneumonia, he had malaria, which doesn't sound as drastic as it actually is. He called it nice and early, so it's really treatable, and he's been released from hospital, and we're going to see him on the gate after we've summited in 2 days, and we're back down the mountain. And now we're just focused on getting up to that summit and touching that sign.
Let's see, do you know what actually helped today as well? Is that we went for the clothes that we have, and we put aside the clothes for the summit, because straight away, for me, it wasn't just dealing with the rain on the day. I'm like, if we're not gonna get enough clothes to get up there, because it takes forever for things to dry, and there's not 100% chance they will dry. Plus getting hypothermia or pneumonia on the way up, which is not great either. So that's been playing in my mind. So I think as soon as we went for the clothes, and I could see that we have enough to make it, straight away I just felt I felt better. But straight away I started scrutinizing myself, why didn't I prepare for every single thing that can go wrong, and over plan? Why didn't I think this through? Because it's not possible.
And this is our first time, and this is
but it's just life.
It's just life. Exactly. You can never prepare for every eventuality. No. Just one last thing, climbing this mountain in the rainy season is no joke. We've heard a lot about Kilimanjaro that it's 5 or 6 days of light walking, it's all a breeze until summit day. It is not the case. Not if you're climbing it in the off season. Every day expect to be pushed, expect your limits to be pushed, your morale, your patience, and it's a real test of character. And to be honest, I'd have it no other way. I feel like we've really earned this trip so far, and we're going to feel like when we get to the top of the mountain that we've earned every single bit of it.
On the first day when we met everyone and we had briefing about what's going to happen, what to expect, we were told a few times that it's not a walk in the park, and we knew that, but when we go on these big trips, we have to prepare ahead. We have to edit videos and upload them and whatnot. I was editing videos and Matt was researching about Kilimanjaro and what to expect. And he was like, everyone is saying that it's just easy, it's just the last day that is hard, that every day is a walk, but it's pretty easy. It's not a technical climb, so you don't need ropes and it's not
crampons.
Yeah, but it's not easy. It's not easy. I would never say we're potato couches. We're fit to, I would say, moderate level, but we're not athletes, but we're still fit, and it's hard. It's hard. Every day there is something, and every day there is something you have to deal with. So this mountain is no joke, and it's doable, 100%. It's manageable, and a lot of people do it, but it's not easy for sure. By the way, I wanted to say, this thing on my nose, I'm sure you can see, I can't see if you see it. I had, just before, we started climbing, I had a giant spot. So this is like a spot plaster. I was scared that, the chances that I would fiddle with it are about 100%. So I didn't want to get anything, blood infected or whatever, anything dodgy to go in there. So I thought this helps it heal. So looking like an idiot, getting my blood infected, I chose the first one. Anytime. That's it. Ramble's over. Whew. I'm out of breath.
Wow, that's too far.
You said it first.
The summit is in sight now, and today we have a short push ahead, straight up the face of the mountain towards base camp at 4,600 meters. And with the altitude starting to have an effect on all of us, we are taking the Swahili phrase of pole pole very, very literally.
Just a dream. Push, push. Push.
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata Kilimanjaro.
Welcome to base camp, our home for the next 12 hours. But first we're just heading up to a bit above base camp for a briefing. I don't know why I had to do it higher. Maybe it's more dramatic that way. Oh my god, it's hard at altitude. Yeah.
Very easy.
5k. We got this shit.
Base camp. Happy.
We've made it to base camp, where we're going to be for the next 12 hours or so. The time is 12 o'clock. And in that time, we're going to try and get our heads down for a bit, have a briefing about tonight, have some lunch, have our last hot meal before we leave. And around midnight tonight, we think, it's showtime, summit night. I feel like the nerves have subsided now. I don't know about you.
I felt that way until I heard this.
Yeah, this has been our demon all the way through.
I just really hope that it won't rain, but
Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to do it. Nonetheless, I'm confident. Ooh.
I feel I'm trying not to think about it too much, and take each step at a time.
Yeah.
One step at a time and not go ahead of myself and literally walk, get to the summit and walk slowly and not trying to think, oh, when we're going to get there. I want to
enjoy the process.
Enjoy the struggle, yeah.
Talking of struggle.
Without the rain though.
Who said climbing Africa's highest mountain was easy?
Well, lots of people did.
Yeah, whoever did, we're coming for you.
Climb proper.
This has been without a doubt the toughest test of our lives so far, and I have no doubts this is going to be the toughest night. But we're strong. I believe in us. I believe in our group. We've got an amazing group.
Yeah.
Amazing guides. Yeah, we're going to get there.
True.
No shadow of a doubt.
That's it, then. I'm so out of it. My brain is like a scrambled egg.
Good. I had like a number 1, number 2 headache a few minutes ago, but I honestly think it was the peanuts.
Ketchup.
Amazing.
There is chili.
Yes. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so enjoy, guys.
Thank you.
So
Jambo, jambo.
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 How are you?
Good.
Good, thank you.
Super duper,
Oh,
huh?
Jambo.
How you doing?
Good.
How's lunch?
Amazing. Delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome. Karibu.
Thank you very much. Asante sana.
Thank you, asante sana.
Okay, karibu. Sawa. Hamna noma. Babu kubwa, eh? Safi. How are you doing, team?
Good.
Happy?
Yes.
I see your face and you're waiting for the summit time, huh?
You were
Excited.
waiting for the nap time.
Nap time.
You don't need to scare. When you finish that part, you'll find either part. Level, little. Then you are going to the steeper, but it's zigzag.
Okay.
It's not hard. Only what you need to do, pole. Yeah. On the way, normally we spend about 1 hour before to have a break. So make sure that when we stop together. When we have anything to do, we do it together.
With the briefing over and the clouds clearing, we enjoyed the views for a bit, before trying to get some sleep ahead of an 11 p.m. wake-up call and the summit push.
Blessing. For summit. Tunapanda Mlima Kilimanjaro. Juu.
Let's do this.
Yeah?
Well, this is it. Summit night. The last 7 days have all built up to this moment. Through the rain, we went higher and higher, and it's all built up to the next 8 hours, 1 foot after the other, to get to the top of this mountain. Let's do it. Honestly, I can't emphasize enough that this was by far the toughest night of our lives so far. As the night went on and we pushed higher, the temperatures dropped way below freezing. The altitude, along with the complete and utter fatigue, was becoming unbearable. It's hard to describe the pain in our bodies at this point. Even getting the camera out of the bag felt like I'd run a marathon. The altitude had affected me on and off since day 4, and that night, as we started our ascent, the headaches returned with a vengeance.
What we didn't mention about altitude sickness until this point is that it can also affect your stomach and the ability to keep food down. Matt started to feel worse quite early on in the climb, and without being too graphic, he had to go from number 2 on 4 separate occasions during this night. Altitude can also affect your period, so you need to prepare for that just in case. I'm glad that I was, as it affected me. At one point we were really struggling and our group got split in half. Matt and I went separately with the guide Alexei and one porter Haji, as we were walking slower than the rest. Matt had a headache pretty much the entire way up. We couldn't eat anything the whole way as it was making us feel sick. On a climb like this and at these altitudes, it is imperative you keep eating. So we tried to have at least something, but at one point Matt ended up throwing up. Well, and it kind of put us off. I can't put into words the level of my worry for Matt, but I had to trust his own judgment and for him to make a call if he needs to go down. It seemed like we were not getting any closer to the top. We'd been going for hours and it frankly seemed like we were making no progress. We were walking all night, our bodies were shattered as the tiredness from the previous days was catching up. But as the sun started to rise over the horizon, we found some strength from somewhere deep within. We kept thinking that everyone goes through exactly the same process. We had our guide Alexei monitoring us, he knows the signs to watch out for, and unless we're hit by the altitude sickness really bad, there was no excuse to go down. so we kept going.
So we just made it to we've just made it to Stella Point after what was by far the toughest night of our lives. It's like 7:30, we've been going for like 8 hours, but we've made it. I'm so proud of Julia. This isn't the peak, we've still got another 100 meters to go, but we've finished that.
Don't cry. We made it! Woo! Don't cry. Now you made it. You don't believe it? Trust.
This on a rock. Honestly, at this point, just running on complete adrenaline. Our tank's completely empty. I don't know what kept us going last night. The rest of the group went on ahead, and the two of us with Alexi and Haji. Happy tears, man, happy tears.
Team for Alice. Always, never give up.
Thank you so much, guys. Oh. Now we need to get to the peak.
Yes, you see the peak?
Yeah.
Let's finish the peak.
Let's finish this
Okay?
shit.
You see it? Let's go, Pole Pole.
Pole Pole.
Okay, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, so proud of you.
Good job.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You struggled so much.
It's probably been on every shot.
I felt it as well because my lips are so cracked. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for you.
Not quite, not quite. A little bit to go. Let's do it. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Honestly, you're so strong. You're an inspiration.
Stop it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on! Wow, nice view. Look who is. Congratulations, man.
Happy. Congratulations. Almost up there. Never give up.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Almost up there. Never give up.
No.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Oh, you know, guys.
I can't wait to see you guys at the bottom and celebrate.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arch.
Congratulations,
well done,
man.
team.
Take it slow, though.
Couldn't have done it without these two.
Maybe.
Amazing. Yeah, you guys go down, yeah. We'll see you at camp in a few hours.
Good luck.
Take care. See you soon, John.
Okay.
Take care.
Good job. Never give up.
I don't know.
You can see it. We're approaching Uhuru Peak, the highest point on the continent of Africa and the highest point of any freestanding mountain in the world. I don't even care that visibility's gone. It looks beautiful. Oh.
Julia, good job.
You got a good job.
Wow. You're welcome. You are the roof of Africa now. I know. You're suffering a lot. But finally, your dreams came true.
You're so dramatic.
We are the roof of Africa.
Woo-wee!
Yeah.
No.
Always, no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
1, 2. Look at that beautiful side. Oh. Not once. You?
No, I had a bubble. I had a bubble.
There were a few wobbles tonight, for sure.
But no, but thinking back on it, I don't know how I pushed through it. I don't know how I did it.
It's just so strong.
No, how you did it, I mean everyone, like...
We're all strong. Stop belittling yourself. I'm so proud of you.
Sure. I can't even smile with my legs are so hard to think that it's just gonna bleed out. I don't want to leave, or can I just stay?
Look, maybe from the outside it may sound cringy, but I'm euphoric at the moment. So I feel like I've got to get this out. Never ever give up on your dreams. If you've got a dream, push for it. There's going to be some challenging moments, but push through. I'm so glad we pushed through. We made it. God, I'm an emotional wreck. I'll blame the altitude. After we summited, there was no rest. We headed straight back down the mountain to base camp, which took over 3 hours, and we all had lunch together. And then after that, we continued down for another 4 hours to Umweka Hut at 3,100 meters for our last night. On the final day, we pushed down to Umweka Gate, where we were met with a happy and healthy Florence. We signed out of the national park and went for a tipping ceremony, and then said goodbye to our amazing Follow Alice team. And we'd done it.
If you would like to get more exclusive content from us, like daily vlogs and other travel vlogs that we don't put on YouTube, you may want to check out our Patreon community, where we post our future plans and loads more other different things. And if you would like to get your name on the credit section here and just support our channel. On that note, thanks for watching this video and see you in the next one. Mwah!